And our special guest today on Absolutely Famous is a rising young Aussie rules footy star from the beautiful town of Albany at the bottom of Western Australia, Taylah Orzel. Taylah, welcome to the show, and the footy season well underway for you now.
Hi John, yes, thanks for having me. It certainly is. We're about 5 weeks in here and it's going really well so far.
Yeah, the mighty Roars team. Results so far, I think you started with a 64-6 win. You beat over Mount Barker. You beat North Albany 40-13. Denmark Walpole 28-0. Albany Women 16-7. And I think Railways, was it 19-7, your latest result?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, that's a great start. And so you play, effectively, you're available for two teams, but you've been promoted to the Claremont side out of this local competition. So how does that work?
Absolutely. So I think each year Claremont is connected to our zone down in the Great Southern. So each year they come down. It's usually after our season's done in about November. And what they do is they just run a little clinic down here, try to get as many girls to come down and, just give the session a go. And if you, do want to take your footy to a higher level, you can head to a training, suss it out, and then a lot of girls do move up to Perth after school or, just whenever for uni. If that's something you look forward to, then you can give it a crack in Perth. The Claremont girls are so welcoming and you really learn a lot from these trainings.
Oh, fantastic. So this, as far as back to your Albany, the Royals Club in Albany goes, the competition looks to be going from strength to strength, numbers and teams-wise.
Sorry, you just cut out there a little again, John.
Oh, yeah. The competition in Albany seems to be going from strength to strength.
Yes, absolutely. Still got the 5 women's teams. There's a lot of change each year. The competition, the range is just so different. But this year it's a really tight comp and, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season here. Yeah,
fantastic. So in the Claremont team, how many teams in that region? That's like a sort of a sub-union rep team, is it?
Yeah, so it's the West Australian Football League Women's, and there is 8 teams this year, which was awesome. So we have a bit longer of a season than down here in the Great Southern. So 16 rounds and finals on top of that. So it does run a little longer. The season locally here is 10 games.
10 games, yeah, that's a good season for you. So what's the next step up from this? Is it the professional stuff? Is that the next level up?
Yeah, so the waffle is a step before AFLW. So there is scouters and everything around. So it is quite a high level of football, which is awesome. So it is a big difference coming from Great Southern and then obviously, playing at a higher league. But you improve so much, you learn heaps, and it's just a great experience.
Yeah, I imagine the fitness would have to be pretty good too for that level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, have you trained with the big teams yet? Any of the professional sides yet in Perth?
So just Claremont. Recently, I think December, we had the Eagles team come down and they kind of were doing a bit of a scout session. So they came to the Great Southern, I think the Southwest, and up in the Pilbara, because that's the zone associated with Claremont. So it's good to have these pathways come down slowly, especially in the regional areas where we don't really get looked at too much. But there's more and more of that happening, and it gives us a crack to give these things a go.
Yeah, fantastic. So have you ever had any indication about how far away you might be from the big league, the pro league?
Yeah, so I got invited. So after the talent search with the Eagles in December, I think there was about 9 of us girls that went out to Denmark, and we just did a few time trials, agility course things, and a little bit of a scratch match and just skills and drills. And I got invited to play in the scratch match at the Eagles home ground, which was pretty cool. So that was about a month ago. I think 40 girls got selected from Pilbara, Southwest, Great Great Southern, and we just played a scratch match. And we find out within the next month. Sorry, my cat wants to join.
Oh, good stuff.
We
Come
find
in,
out
puss.
in the next month if the next step we can go from there. So just waiting to hear at the moment, but I think I did all right in that scratch match.
Oh, that's pretty exciting. That's really exciting.
Such a cool experience, and to see the Eagles stadium and everything like that.
That's amazing. And is that one of your goals now that you've got a taste of it? Would you like to play in the Pro League? Is that something you're inspired? Yeah.
I think so. I think if I don't give it a go, I will regret it later down the track. So fingers crossed, and we'll just wait to see what happens.
Oh, good on you. I'm sure you'll make it. And being from a rugby union background in New Zealand, I was completely confused by the rules of AFL before I started watching it live at the ground. I watched Tish playing in your local club team, and I watched my grandkids playing in Bunbury, and it's a fantastic game. There's so many different dynamics to it, isn't there? There's kicking, passing, catching. It's brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the more training sessions you do, we've got girls that have just started this year and they've all clicked on really well. And, the more you do, the better you get and the better you improve.
Yeah, and of course, the Royals club down there, you've got a really good club. You've got a number of teams. I think you've got about 5 teams all up in the club.
Yeah.
Is it pretty healthy down there, the club scene?
Yeah, absolutely. It just gets bigger and better every year. You get more women of all ages wanting to give it a go, which is awesome. Our team is a really nice, tight bunch this year, and there's a lot of good energy down there.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, just an indication for any Kiwis watching this program that the start of the AFL season, what kicked off Thursday, 90,000 spectators at the MCG. That is phenomenal.
Amazing.
Yeah, couldn't get over it. And of course, the AFL woman, that's obviously had a big effect on participation numbers throughout Australia for the ladies.
Yes, yeah. Same thing. It's women's footy. I think they're going into the 8th season in AFL, so they can fill sides as many of the leagues as the men.
Yeah,
which I think is just great.
Now, you play around the midfield. Is that your specialist role? You do a lot of running there?
Yeah. Midfield locally here in my Royals team, and more of a wing in Claremont side.
Now, according to stats, so in the top level, and I'm sure it's pretty close to where you play as well, some matches, players will run the equivalent of a half marathon in a game, and that's phenomenal.
Yeah, possibly a lot of running. It's just obviously at a high level it is a lot quicker intensity and everything like that. So a lot of running is involved. Is it
pretty brutal, the women's game? I know there's a lot of, there's the odd cheap shot in the men's game. What about the ladies? You're a bit more respectful of each other there? Or no?
Yeah, ever so slightly. The contest is awesome, and if you be smart about it, you can kind of read it a bit better and protect yourself. But definitely high quality, a lot more body on body for sure.
Yeah, that's highly entertaining. So your next game for Claremont, is that this weekend?
We've had 2 rounds already, so it's just started. We've won 2 from 2 at the moment. And then a team gets selected by Wednesday night. So it goes off performance of the last game that you play and, how you pull up and how you train and everything. So the team gets selected Wednesday nights, and we mainly play Sunday, and there's some Saturday games as well.
So you're basically on trial every time you play?
Yeah, it's a bit more competitive. You just have to give it your best shot.
And you were saying before off air, if you're not selected in the Claremont team for that weekend, you're able to come back and play for the Royals in the Albany competition?
Yeah, absolutely. And the girls that are in Perth, so I'm still based in Albany at the moment, but the girls in Perth, if they don't get selected, they will just drop back to their amateur club. So just a step below, just to keep that match fitness up and skills and everything like that.
There's a lot of dedication for you travelling wise too. I think it was about 500 plus Ks to Perth from Albany.
Yeah, it is pretty hectic at the moment, but I'm sticking it out because I love it for now. And hopefully we'll look at moving up maybe in the next couple of months and just finish the season there once we're finished here.
Oh, that's wonderful. So exciting. What about you're working full time as well? Tell us a bit about your job and a bit of a promo for your business.
Yeah. So I'm at the Temple, which is a beauty spa in Albany. So I work Monday to Thursday full time, just doing all beauty services. It's such a busy salon in Albany here, very popular place. And yeah, it is my dream job. So that's why it's hard to kind of draw the line, but quite flexible with hours. And yeah, I work Monday to Thursday and usually head to Perth on Fridays for training and then the game.
That's fantastic. Well, Taylah, lovely to speak to you, and congratulations on what you've achieved so far, and we'll keep a close eye on your career, and I'm sure we're going to see you on telly soon, making lots of money hopefully, and doing your thing. Fantastic.
Thanks so much for having me, John.